Good evening. Hello. Happy Tuesday. I am Melissa Miller and I am joining you guys live here tonight on the stencil page. I'm going to be doing some stenciling using the Stencil of the Month Club stencils. Okay, so tonight I'm going to show you, this is the basic set that I'm going to share with you first. So it is $12.95 a month plus your shipping, which is $4.95. And in this set, we've got some pumpkin harvest happening here. So this is what we're looking at. We're looking at this pumpkin cuties. You can see here, so this is going to be considered your premium, and it is going to be these sayings, which are fantastic. You're going to get pumpkins, harvest blessing, welcome fall, pumpkin spice, and this is going to be your larger size here. You're also going to get these layering pumpkins that are bigger, and you're going to get the damask print that you can put over them. These are also fun that you can use your transfers inside of them as well, so that's kind of a fun way to use them. But these are going to be your layering patterns, and you're also going to get a floral, and then the buffalo plaid, I guess is what I would call it. So how pretty are those? I think we're going to try those out tonight as well. We're going to see what we get done tonight. And then I did have this one out as well. But this is the turkey. Happy Thanksgiving in November. That's my birth month right there, November. But I love the detail on this turkey. We're going to start with this little chunky. This is not a piece of cedar. This is a cherry block, piece of cherry wood. My background to be this off-white. You're probably going to see me using quite a bit of this off-white, or this vintage white is what the name of this one is, and it's a folk art matte acrylic paint. I'm going to find another spot on my paper towel, and that is how I'm going to offload it. So I'm going to just go over here and just kind of take that paint right back off, but load up the paint into my bristles. You can see how they go up the bristles. And so I'm going to just start here, and I'm going to just pull right into my big open area from the sides. Okay, so that is going to be my little pumpkin right there. And it's just this off-white, vintage white pumpkin on this cherry natural wood. I have not put anything on this wood. So now I've got two options. I can absolutely, I don't have to, the great thing about this is I don't have to have this down to layer. If it helps you, you can. But so this is just gonna go right on my little pumpkin. So I think I'm gonna contrast it with a teal color. I'm gonna probably be using some teals and purples and different colors like that that might pop on my wood tonight. So I'm going to just start with this little guy. And I'm just going to kind of pounce over this. These are small openings. I could probably get away with swirling on here, but you can pounce or swirl, either one. Sometimes you got to try a little bit of both to know how you want to do it. Let's just lift this and look. That is adorable. Just darling. Let's flip it over so that we have a reversible little project right here. You can see here I doodled on it at some point in time with my little wood burner, but I'm going to just leave it right there. And we're going to put the word pumpkins 25 cents on this little guy so that if it's setting somewhere, it's reversible. So I'm going to just hold this. Normally I would be taping it, and I'm going to go ahead and use the same Laguna. I think it's, oh no, it's not Laguna. This is Deep Blue Sea, and it's acrylic paint. And we're just going to go right over this. This blue looks really nice on this cherry wood. That tells me it's going to look really good probably on the cedar that I'm going to use tonight too. Okay. There is that little cutie, and I know it's backwards, but it says pumpkins 25 cents. And I'm going to get another board, and I'm going to see what we're going to make. I'm going to see how many different signs. This is just a rustic piece right here. This is also not cedar, but this is a rustic piece of wood that might be in one of the crafting boxes, something similar. Typically, I would have painter's tape here. So I'm going to go ahead and use my antique white on just this word November. I think that this is a piece of oak is what it looks like. And I am a very thrifty person, so if you're here for thrifty tips, that's how I roll. Okay, well, let's just see how I did here. And I know, again, it's backwards, which my brother, if he's on, will yell at me. So I can do Happy Thanksgiving. And I might even just do this in, I'm going to do it in the same color, actually. I want it to pop, so we're going to do it, actually might do it in purple. I've got this plum color here. I might do it in plum. I kind of think the plum might look good. And I'm going to try some different colors. So this is a Craft Smart, it's from Michaels. That's plum. And I'm going to get another brush. So I'm grabbing my smalls tonight, just because they're right there. I am going to go ahead and set this down right here to just kind of hold my stencil, since I have no paint or painter's tape again. And I'm going to offload my purple, and we're going to put some purple paint on this. Okay, so let's lift this up, and we have Happy Thanksgiving across there. Okay, so now we have a little reversible sign. Adorable, really pretty. And then for November, I can just turn it around. So it's seasonally reversible. Happy Thanksgiving for the week of Thanksgiving, and then the rest of the month, all November. But let's look at this one. I'm thinking we do the turkey here, and maybe we do Welcome Fall. We do a word over here. So I can certainly do Welcome Fall. Harvest Blessings. That might look really good with the turkey on the side. So we're gonna start with the off-white. I think the purple will look really good, or the blue could be really fun. So I'm gonna just grab, start with, I think, the purple. And some of these are gonna overlap. So you're gonna see some of my paint colors are gonna overlap, but at the end of it, I think it's gonna look just fine. Okay, let's get some blue on here. I'm gonna use a different brush. And I'm gonna get some blue going in here. I think I'll do a little bit of blue. This is gonna be pretty bright. Okay, and let's do some orange on here. See, we'll do a little bit of bright orange, which is this mandarin orange color. I think it'll be pretty right in here. And let's see. I'm gonna do a little more blue. I'm gonna do a little bit of blue down here. But our nights have actually cooled off a little bit, so that's been a little helpful in the shop. Okay. Let's do this purple. I'm gonna do a little bit more purple on him in here. All right, guys, let's take it off and look at him. Oh, that looks cool. That looks so cool. I like it. He looks kind of vintage, guys. What do you think? And we're gonna do the word Happy Thanksgiving in here. That's gonna look really good. And we're gonna just do it in the off-white, which I know might seem boring, but this wood is gonna be the background. So that is what I'm gonna let shine. And then the white, off-white will pop. So that is my plan. Okay, voila. Happy Thanksgiving. Okay, so now we're gonna add some wood honey, and I'm gonna show you guys what that does. I am gonna use a glove. I'm gonna get some paper towels, and this will be the fun part. So this is an 18-inch board, and you can see what is happening to this. And this is just what the cedar will do, and I'm just putting this wood honey on it. You can also use a natural oil like coconut oil to seal your wood if you have any coconut oil on hand. You can use a butcher oil. You can use whatever sealer that you like to use. You can see the difference that this makes, and that's kind of what's gonna make the sign really pop, right? So now this is just gonna soak in to that natural wood. I didn't paint the background. I didn't stain it. That's just the wood honey on cedar. Okay, so let's do the other ones. Well, let me set that down for a second. I'll let that soak in. This is not a piece of cedar, but this is still gonna look really pretty with some wood honey on it. It is gonna push that color to be a darker color. So if you wanna know if the paint choice that you're using on your wood is gonna work, you can always use a baby wipe to check it first. It still looks good, but it kind of disappeared on the grain. The beauty of this, I can sand it right off. So I could sand it off, or I could go over it once it dries with another color. You can never go wrong with off-white or white on wood. Always gonna look really pretty, always gonna pop, especially on a walnut. Now this is oak, but sometimes I use walnut, and I always like to use a lighter or lighter toned paint. I wasn't sure that purple would show, but there it is there. And it makes it very pretty, okay? And so there's that one. And then we'll get the last one that we just did, the little turkey guy. How cute did that turn out? That guy turned out really pretty. I like that sign a lot. And I hope you guys just have a great rest of your week and enjoy summer. And I will hopefully see you here on Tuesday next week. Bye, guys.